What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the gymnastics that just happened and the gymnastics that's about to happen. So first off, I want to say congratulations to Stanford for winning another national championships. Now that season is over for the NCAA teams, we're going to focus all of our attention on the gymnastics that's still to come. The GymACT National Championships are going to be Saturday, May 15th. It'll be in the evening. It'll be in Daytona Beach, Florida, held in conjunction with the junior championships that are happening there as well. The Washington gymnastics team and Arizona State squared off in the first ever GymACT conference championships. Now, GymACT chose to not publicize the fact that they were beta testing their conference championships, but next year there'll be a public bracket, ways to follow along, and it's going to be really exciting, I think. For the first time in 15 years, the Washington men's gymnastics team beat Arizona State. There's a lot of things that took place. One, Washington just had a really good day. I mean, their numbers look fantastic. Their execution was really pretty good. They had a pretty high hit percentage. They still had some errors. They still had some bad routines, some routines that with falls and misses that they'll look to clean up going into nationals.
Come on. Right, we're talking about the consistency. Hope he's all right.
Of wood, so it's not a pleasant thing to be hitting on any given day.
20 centimeters.
And he's going to get back up and finish his routine.
So he was asking if he got
Oscar
credit
Hammer, more concerned about his team than himself. He's going to go take it on and do this again. Here we go.
And Washington had a couple of misses already. This is needed for the team. Way to step up. There it is.
There it is.
Overall, they looked pretty good. They looked in good form. And Arizona State had a last-minute injury and some lineup changes that had to go into effect because of that. And so it changed, first of all, the team that they wanted to compete with. Second of all, it's tough. It's a little rattling to have an injury happen during warm-up, and you kind of have to adapt to that, and it's hard.
Two stuck landings in a row from both teams.
Oh, beautiful front pipe. We getting the green flag on that one? Let's find out.
Check out the replay. It's on this channel. I'll put a link in the description to it. But yeah, it was an amazing meet. It was fun to be me behind the scenes, switching things up, and Virtual Stars bringing it to you. It was a virtual competition, and I'm really excited with what Virtual Stars has been able to do this year and with the gymnastics that they were able to provide. Let's talk a little bit about the actual numbers and how the meet unfolded for Arizona State and Washington, because it was such an exciting meet. It was unbelievable to be able to watch and see it unfold in real time. So let me give you guys just some highlights and breakdowns of a few of the top scores and routines. They started on floor. Washington sends up Kyle Hendren, scores a 12.8, starts things off. Christian Jennings answers from ASU with a 13.0. Then as things roll along, Arizona State, who ended up with 3 points difficulty above Washington on floor, came to a lead of 1 point.
Full twisting double back dismount. The stick.
Nicely done. Put that flag up in the air. That was gorgeous.
On pommel horse, Arizona State extended their lead only by 0.3, but extended it nonetheless. Big shout out to Lucas Asari from Washington with the highest score on pommel horse of the evening, a 13.8. Without that score, it would have been a much different story. Arizona State continued to extend their lead on rings. They pulled another 0.6 ahead at the end of that event.
I didn't expect this.
Ben Bloom took home the highest score with a 13.1.
You I see as a paid employee now being with the club team that
sticking his dismount and having one of the top execution scores, only 1.4 in deductions. That was one of the cleanest routines out there. The only one who was cleaner was freshman for Arizona State, Ethan DiGirolamo. Vault went pretty much how I expected, with Arizona State bringing in the biggest scores of the meet and extending their lead 1.2. So now they were leading by 2.5 points over Washington. So after these first 4 events, Washington was only about 2.5 points behind Arizona State, which was something that was a little surprising to me because I expected the gap to be a little farther. And it was really nice to see that, after 15 years, Washington hasn't beat Arizona State. They were in the game. Still 2 events to go, 2.5 points. P-bars and high bar, I don't know.
And movement, and then, of course, you're moving your head up and down to see the routine. Oh.
Right on the uprights. That's a hard place to be.
You don't get the bounce of the bar, so you got to be strong and you got to be ready to go.
Come on, Ben. Yeah, Ben really checks all the boxes and really bridges the gap well between good execution and really loading a routine up with strong difficulty.
Huge turn here. Seen that, and that's a high-risk move. Great peach to handstand. Just a half turn.
I feel like I have the right to talk right now.
He knew it. He knew it.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is T1 Watts from ASU showing us.
So at the end of parallel bars, they were 0.2 closer to Arizona State than they were going into P-bars. So they didn't really gain any ground. They didn't really lose any ground. Everything changed on high bar. Arizona State fell apart. Their average score on high bar was 11.2. Their average score for the day was a 12.35. So it was almost a full point lower on high bar than any other event. Washington was able to have an average score of 12.1. They ended the meet for the team competition with the best routine of the meet.
Throwing right back to the team captain, Ben Bloom from Washington.
Yeah. Starting out with a nice GymACT. Yeah, I think I've said it last time I streamed to you guys, and I'll say it again. Yeah, Ben is pretty much the epitome of everything that UW can do on high bar. You want to see this guy right here.
You saw his kovacs really moved vertically, right? Up through the ellipse and up onto the bar. And you see Tkachev here. Beautiful.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Nicely done.
Straddle Tkachev.
He really loads up.
Are we going to get the Tkachev half? Come on. This is impressive.
And here comes his full twisting double A dismount, I believe.
Oh, Ben Bloom, everybody, from Washington men's gymnastics with a gorgeous routine. Take it like a man, take it like a dog.
That is the way to wrap up the competition. That
was so amazing. Wow.
So there you have it. That was, in my opinion, the most exciting meet of the entire year. It was only made possible because of Virtual Stars Gymnastics. So if you guys do not have that website bookmarked, head on over there now. Click bookmark on it so that you can always get back to it. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel so you stay up to date with when meets are happening. And follow GymACT on Facebook, as we'll be posting all of the things there, either on our Facebook or on the Instagram account, so that you know when competitions are coming up. On Sunday, the 25th, we were able to have a competition in person in Southern California. They wanted it broadcast, so they streamed it up here to me. I ran Pro Score and sent the scores back down to them. And with that integration of me receiving video and them receiving the scores from me, we were able to pull off an in-person meet that had a broadcast. Shout out to Bryant. Thanks for jumping in on the stream. He was a ASU alumni, and he was able to help out with providing a little bit more additional commentary, a little insight into their team.
He's a freshman on the team. From what I've seen in the gym and at some of the competitions, he's got a pretty big floor set.
They ended up about 10 points apart. Let me tell you how they got there. Starting off on floor, no surprise, Arizona State's been known for vault and tumbling, jumping up 2.2 over SoCal United. First place on floor went to Jackson Harrison with this great routine. Second went to Caden DiGirolamo. 0.2 separated first and second place. Third place went to Dimitri Gordillo of SoCal United with a 13.1 and their highest score on floor. Palma Horse, Arizona State had a pretty good showing. SoCal United had a pretty good showing, with the top score being from William Pierce, who is a fifth-year senior. So he had his senior year cut off, and GymACT has decided to give the seniors from last year a chance to compete. Several guys decided to take him up on that offer, so they petitioned their way in, and now they're with their teams competing in a fifth year. Really exciting that they were able to do this and offer this value of having another season, especially when last one was kind of taken. So after Pommel Horse, Arizona State was 5.2 points ahead of SoCal United. And then moving on to rings, they extended their lead to 9.6 over SoCal United.
Goes.
And a stock layout full.
Solid.
Yeah, solid cause for Caden.
On vault, Arizona State extended their lead. They went into vault up 9.6. They left up 11.8.
Oh, man, I thought he had the stick.
On parallel bars, Arizona State went into the event up 11.8, came out 15.5 ahead of SoCal United.
Pretty good studs. Eli Khatib, I believe.
So I remember starting out, I did a couple events. P-bars, high bar, pommels, floor, rings. Never been much of a vault guy. And then it just slowly dwindled in numbers, and I just ended up doing 2 events, maybe 3. So.
And he's worked hard to get himself in shape. Nice front.
Very
toss.
nice.
Super clean, really good line. Does the front uprise. Making sure he's got all his element group boxes checked, and then dismounts with a D-dismount, double pike. 1 step on the landing.
High bar was another disaster. I hope Arizona State can figure out this high bar issue by the time they get to nationals, but both their A team and their B teams really struggled on high bar at this last meet. SoCal United also brought to the table William Pierce and Troy Mendelson, who put up really pretty big scores, a 13-1 for William Pierce, first place on the event, and second place with a 12.25. Troy Mendelson, without a dismount, put up a huge score.
And no dismount.
This was Arizona State's B team. However, they scored 3 points lower than the A team. So Arizona State has some depth. So I really think they're going to bring a solid team to nationals. I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona State ends up being the national champions again. However, I think there are a couple teams, Washington, Temple, and UIC, who have a strong chance to at least push and give Arizona State a good run for their money. So I think the national championships this year could be a really, really exciting meet. Southern California United scored a 357 at their last competition. So they could be in the mix for one of the top spots. Probably not for first, but they could definitely be competitive for one of the top spots. All right, well, hey, that's all for me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. I know there's a lot of people that watch the channel that aren't subscribed, so if you guys want to stay up to date with college gymnastics, just subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified, and I will see you guys next time.